So as you guys know, we're in the process of discussing some of the most common pitfalls that students fall into before the exams. And today we're going to talk about mock exams. Now, mock exams, let me tell you, in majority of the cases that I've seen, they have been a source of disappointment. Students don't end up getting the desired results. Why? I'll tell you. Because just around the time that mocks are conducted, mocks are held, which is around March. So just around that, you think that you're starting to get a hold of things. You know, you've covered a decent part of the syllabus. You have just started solving yearly past papers and you haven't done enough. And you know, in that state, you have to prepare for mocks. So a lot of times students think that the result in mocks is basically reflecting their actual result. No, not at all. I've seen students improve at least 2 to 3 grades very easily. So if, for example, you're standing at a C right now, it's very easy to improve it to an A or even an A star. Now, there's this saying, in fact, there's this rule, the 80-20 rule, and that is 80% of the results come from 20% of the effort. So, you know, this last month and a half is basically 20% of the time that's left. And now just make sure that you make the most of this 20%. And these 20% will basically account for 80% of your grade. So that's what I wanted to say. Just don't look at the result. Look at why is it that you got that result? You know, learn from it. See whether you are physically or mentally capable of taking the exam. You know, see whether you got exhausted or whether you blanked out. If you got exhausted, that means you haven't done enough practice at home, so you need to do that. So everything that happened in the mock exam is not going to repeat in the CIE exam if you make the most of the time that's left. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. Just learn from your mistakes and just make sure that you go all in these last 2 months. And if you do that, inshallah, you will get your desired grade. And I also wanted to announce that classes for yearly past papers are starting from the first week of April, right after Eid basically. Now in these classes, I will be solving yearly past papers of O-Level and IGCSE Math, Add Maths, A-Level Math, and the components are P1, P3, M1, S1. Now it doesn't matter where you are, you can join from anywhere in the world. You can register yourself directly from the website www.mathletebysaad.com. In these classes, alongside solving yearly past papers, we'll also be discussing, you know, what are the areas that students lose the most marks and how do we pace ourselves? How do we make sure that we finish the paper in time? And what are the important topics that we should be focusing on leading up to the exams? So yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in class. Take care. Allah Hafiz.